morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing on this bright and beautiful Monday? I know. Did you get yourself a tall one? Be it a tall cup of joe or a cup of tea or lemonade or whatever it is that tickles your fancy to drink first thing in the morning. Hope that this audio video clip finds everybody doing well as usual. Going to get right to it. Today we're going to talk about some money saving tips that are pretty much effortless, painless, and cost either zero or not at all, or just very, very little teensy weensy. Okay. These are basic principles that, in my humble opinion, that it is so worth following. And if you could remember these little principles for the rest of your life, you will find yourself automatically saving without that much effort or energy. Just let it become a part of your day. And if you're a little bit younger and maybe you haven't heard of this stuff, I'm so glad you're here. And for the newcomers, welcome. And for the veterans here, hey, thanks for coming back again. Jumping right to it. Listen, one of the most basic things to remember is to buy only the things that you need. Buy what you need. Now, this is for the people that have a mission to save money and have not been able to, or they have a goal like is paying down debt, or they want to get rid of student loans, or they want to save up for their next vacation or a next item, or whatever the case may be that you have a savings goal for. Okay, so if you're really taking your savings goals seriously, just buy only the things that you need. Now, I know it's a masterful art in the beginning to think that you need this, need that, and half the time it's really a want. So if you could distinguish a want from a need, you are ahead of the game. Okay? But while you are on this mission of only buying the things that you need, please find a tiny, affordable treat for yourself as a pat on the back for yourself, as a small reward. Let's say, for example, splurge once in a while for that milkshake that you're looking for. You could get the dollar one, or you could get yourself a slice of your favorite kind of pizza outside from your favorite pizza place, or one of those dollar burgers. Find a small reward for your effort, okay? Everyone needs a small reward, a reminder that it's not just gloom, doom, and deprivation. Remember that you got to keep your eye on the prize while you are doing these things, okay? So remember to buy only what you need, but don't forget the tiny reward. Make it affordable, of course. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose. Next, now I did this my very self today. I said, I'm tired of the way things look in this room. So it doesn't cost me a dime, just cost me a little bit of time. Not a dime, just some time. Hey, I made up a rhyme. There you go. Listen, for the cost of just a little bit of time, a little bit of ingenuity, and just a small physical effort, well, it depends on the kind of room you have, rearranging the furniture, in my humble opinion, is a free, cathartic way to give a fresh look. Fall's coming, okay? Before you know it, it really will be fall. To me, the fall is a demarcation of the start of sort of like another kind of new year, if you will. Kids are going back to school, whether it's on the premises or remotely. It's just like a rejuvenation of time. The mark of the end of the summer season, and we enter exciting early fall season before you know it. So why not consider rearranging your room? Total cost of rearranging your room? Zero, as far as monetarily speaking. These are cash savers. Next, don't deprive yourself of like restaurant versions of foods. You would be amazed that become creative. You yourself can recreate expensive, fancy versions of things that they sell in the expensive, fancy restaurants. Don't think you can't do it. All you need to do, of course, to keep the cost down is swap out things like that are similar. I'll give you an example. Instead of expensive mascarpone cheese, unless you get it on sale, and sometimes you do, sometimes you're lucky to do that, you could always swap it out for less expensive store brand cream cheese or Neufchafel cheese, which work very similarly in certain kinds of recipes. That's just an example, okay? Instead of buying expensive quiche Lorraine by the slice, make yourself a whole one, inexpensively, your way. Put your favorite twist on it. There's no reason to deprive. Just contrive. Get creative. You can do it. You really, really can do it. In addition to that, if you're craving filet mignon, but you have a chuck roast wallet, listen, take that chuck roast and for pennies on the hour, put that thing in a slow cooker. You're not throwing any heat off in your kitchen. And at the end of the day, you have yourself a nice little beef delicacy fit for a king or a queen. You try that. It's wonderful. Next, this is something that's really important. I think people spend way too much money on bottled water. This is my opinion. Now, I have an idea, and I do this myself. I believe it is important to keep an actual case or two, heaven forbid an unforeseen emergency occurs. Fine and dandy. Keep your emergency stash of water and just leave it at that. Imagine a pie chart. Make sure that the tiniest piece of the pie is the emergency water purchase that you have. Next, you shall invest or consider investing in a water filtration system that cleans out your tap water, your cold tap water that you get for free, more than likely. Okay, so if you don't want to go for like those, really like filtration systems, go for at least a Brita type thing. You know, those pitchers where you just, change the filters. Those are great. I do that all the time. I think that thing paid for itself months ago. Okay. So there's no excuse to spend tons and tons of money on water. And if you're concerned about carrying water with you outside, there's no reason in the world why you can't get a water bottle in a dollar store. And you could just fill it up with your filtered water from home and take it with you. There's a buck or two saved automatically, not to mention the hundreds of dollars saved over time or lugging those heavy cases all over the place. It's an all-around winner. Just buy a couple of cases for emergency use and put that away. Okay, next. Take care of car repairs or home repairs while they are small. I compare it to the period dot at the end of a sentence. Sometimes, or even a hole in a blouse. You see a tiny hole in your blouse, you ignore it. Hey, maybe, Grandma was right when she used to say a stitch in time saves 9. She's right. And that same rule applies for car repairs or home repairs. If you catch that early in the game, more than likely you will have corrected a problem that could have exacerbated into a huge repair, costing you more money, and you are out the do-re-mi. And that is not what this is about. We like to save, right? So catch the problems early in the game. So you see, there are many ways that you can save money effortlessly and just being a little bit more mindful and making minor corrections. There you go. Well, listen, that's it for today's Money Monday. Do come back tomorrow for the Tuesday Practical Video Show, which will be jam-packed with some wonderful videos. Wishing everybody a great upcoming day. And if you're listening to this at the end of the day, have a wonderful evening as well. And of course, as usual, I'm going to end the show with a little bit of music. Have a great day, everybody. I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Have a great day.